from Kweku, one of the highest institutional bodies in this country. Kweku. Let's turn around and give him that applause. Let's welcome him.
Thank you very much. Good morning to you all. Oh, it's good afternoon. Good afternoon to you all. Please sit down. Please sit down. We are going to learn something. I'm not sure you know it, but I'll just bring it to your level. We're going to learn something new. And what we're going to learn today is called entrepreneurship. Say that after me. Entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship. Have you heard that before? Yes. What is it? Who can tell me the meaning of entrepreneurship? Yes.
My name is Mabna Eyiba. I attend Tourism International School. It's the process of starting a business.
Let's put our hands together for her. Excellent. So, the entrepreneur is somebody who starts his or her own business. So, if you are going to be an entrepreneur, you are somebody who wants to start what? Your own business. So let me see by hands. Those of you who want to start your own business when you grow up. Who wants to start his or her own business in future? Very good. Let's clap for ourselves. Now, because you have said this, I will go by this slogan. Tell the person sitting next to you that I want to be my own boss.
I want to be my own boss.
Because I want to start my own business. I want to be my own boss. Because I want to own my own business. I want to be my own boss. Because I don't want to work for anybody. Good. Now, this is what we mean by an entrepreneurship. Now, the next question one may ask is, who can be an entrepreneur? Who can be an entrepreneur? Who can be an entrepreneur? Yes, I saw your hand up. Yeah, you had your hand up. Who can be an entrepreneur?
Do it for a while. I'm coming. I want to do something. Oh, okay. So you just video it.
My name is Asare. I attend the school. Entrepreneur is someone who goes to the world.
Okay, we have done that. Okay, thank you very much. What I mean by that question is, who can be an entrepreneur? What I mean is that the answer I was looking forward to having is this. Anybody at all can be an entrepreneur. Anybody at all. Now tell the person next to you, anybody at all can be an entrepreneur. So I can be an entrepreneur. So I can be an entrepreneur. Now when you talk about entrepreneurs, you can be an old person, a young person, a middle-aged person, a woman, a man, a young girl, a young boy. Okay, so all of us here can be entrepreneurs. Okay. Now when you become an entrepreneur, you are your own boss. In addition to that, you create your own wealth or you create your own money. Say after me. When I am an entrepreneur, I create my own wealth. I create my own money. Okay. I create jobs for people. I pay people. I create positions for people. I create wealth for my children. well for my grandchildren. I create jobs for the economy. And the country grows. Grow. So now when you become an entrepreneur, you are also respected in society. Now let's look at where we are. Okay? Now how do you become an entrepreneur? Remember I said everybody can become an entrepreneur. Remember that? Did I say that? Everybody can become an entrepreneur. Now when you want to be an entrepreneur, you must be creative. Say after me, you must be what? Creative. What do I mean by creative? Who understands creative? If you want to be an entrepreneur, you must be what? Creative. Who understands creative? Who can tell me the meaning of creative? Yes, can. Who can tell me the meaning of creative? Put your hands together for him. If you are creative, you bring something new. You bring something new. Okay? So you have to be creative. Now the next one I want you to note is that if you want to be an entrepreneur, you have to be dedicated. It means an entrepreneur, you require to be what? There must be what? Dedication. What do I mean by dedication? Who can tell me the meaning of dedication? Yes, come. You have to be creative, number one. You have to be dedicated, number two. Yes, who understands that? Yes, give it a try. You have to be dedicated when you want to be an entrepreneur. Come. You have to be dedicated. So we are talking about dedication.
Sacrifice yourself.
Sacrifice yourself. So you will take it. Sacrifice yourself and be committed. Work hard towards it. That's number two. Let's look at number three. If you want to be an entrepreneur, you have to be determined. Who understands the word determined? Yes. You have to be determined. You have to be creative. You have to be dedicated. You have to be determined. Excellent. Let's put our hands together for him. If you are determined, no matter the challenges, you don't give up. You work hard till you get your results. So if you want to be an entrepreneur, it demands that you work very hard, you are determined, you don't stop at anything until you achieve your results. Now, if you want to be an entrepreneur, you have to be flexible. Who understands the word flexible? You have to be flexible. Who understands flexible? Yeah. If you want to be an entrepreneur, you have to be creative, you have to be dedicated, you have to be determined, you have to be flexible.
You can adapt it.
Put your hands together for her. The entrepreneur must be able to adapt to change all the time because the situation changes all the time and the entrepreneur must adapt to change. Brilliant. If you want to be an entrepreneur, you have to be a leader. If you want to be an entrepreneur, you have to be what? A leader. Say, oh, everybody, let's say, if you want to be an entrepreneur, you have to be a leader. But who is a leader? Who is a leader? Anybody? Who is a leader? Who is a leader? Anybody? Can anybody give it a try? Okay, I'll still give the mic to you. Who is a leader?
Leader is someone who heads a group.
Excellent. A leader is somebody who has a group of people. So a leader has people who are following or who is leading. So if you want to be a leader, that's why you want to be an entrepreneur. Because you want to lead a group of people and you want to establish your own business by By doing that, you are doing what? You are leading a group of people. And when we talk about leadership, you have a group of people, you have a situation, and you are looking also for results. And the result is what you achieve. Now the next one you have to know is that if you want to be a leader, you have to be passionate about what you want to achieve. What is passionate? Passion. Who understand that? If you want to be a leader, you have to be passionate about what you want to do. Anybody who understands passionate? Yes, give it a try. You have to have the passion for what you want to do.
Having a love to do.
Having a love to do it, and you must be committed to what you want to do. Let's put our hands together for him. Now the next point is that if you want to be a leader, you must have self-confidence. If you want to be an entrepreneur, you must have what? Self-confidence. What is self-confidence? Self-confidence, yes. Self-confidence. If you want to be a leader, an entrepreneur, you must have self-confidence.
Believing in yourself.
Believing in yourself and your abilities. Believing in what you can do. Let's put our hands together for him. But before you can have the self-confidence, you must know what you want to do. If you know it, and you have the knowledge and the skills, they bring you the self-confidence. Okay. Now, if you want to be an entrepreneur, you must be smart. What did I say? If you want to be an entrepreneur, you must be smart. And by smartness, I'm talking about your knowledge. I'm talking about your skills. I'm not talking about smartness that you use in deceiving people. I'm talking about being smart in a positive way. So these are the qualities that you need to be an entrepreneur. Let's go over that. If you want to be an entrepreneur, you must be what? Creative. Let's all say it. You must be creative. You must be determined. If you want to be an entrepreneur, you must be what? If you want to be an entrepreneur, you must be passionate. If you want to be an entrepreneur, you must be confident. All right. Now, we have considered all this. You want to be an entrepreneur. Now, the entrepreneur needs money. The entrepreneur needs what? To start his business. And I'm glad I'm speaking after Mr. Yamado. Because if you want to start your own business, the easiest source is your savings. If you want to be an entrepreneur, what is the easiest source of your money, your capital? You need capital, what we call capital. So why will you need capitals to start your business? Why will you need money to start your business? Anybody? Why will you need money to start a business? Why? Anybody? Okay. Yes. Why will you need money to start a business?
Money that you use to purchase all the things needed.
And it's the money you need to purchase everything that you need. If you need a machine, if you need a typewriter, if you need this, if you need chairs, if you need a furniture, if you need office, whatever you need money to buy. So you need money. So your easiest way of finding money is what? Your savings. The next one is your friends and family members. Why would they be the next easy source? They are the next easy source of funding because they know you. They know you and they trust you. So your friends and your family members can lend you money. The other one is, it's not very common in our part of the world, but you can use your credit cards. How many of you know about credit cards? that is why it is important to start your own business. And then we have the other people, the capital vendors. They will want to give you money, but they will want to have a stake in your business. So we are getting to the stage where you need money. Now you have had your money. You want to start your own business. The next thing you have to do is to do what? When you want to start your own business, you have your money. What do? You must think of what you want to produce or what you want to sell. Alright? Okay, let's come to this level, for instance. Kumbisen is a private school, isn't it? Good. When Mr. Kumbisen decided to set up the school, what did he do? He decided first, he thought deeply and said, I want to start a school. Alright? And when you want to start a business, you need your plan. We call that what? Business plan. Okay? So he decided to create a school. And go and ask him, he had to work very, very hard. He had to be determined, he had to be self-confident, he had to be passionate about the school, and he had to be what? Smart in doing this business. And now, because of what he did, how many of you are schooling at Kumbisen? You see, he has created, look at the avenue he has created. How many of you are, look at all of you. It was only one person who sat down and did what? And created this. So when you become an entrepreneur, you do a lot, you create for other people to benefit. Now, when you want to be an entrepreneur, there are a few questions you have to ask yourself. Alright? Are you listening? Now turn to somebody and say, I want to be my own boss. Because I don't want to work for anybody. I want to establish my own business. I want to make money. I want to be respected. No. Now, when you want to do that, the first question you have to ask yourself, do I truly want to be responsible for this business? When you are doing your planning, you have to ask yourself and answer this question. Do I want to be responsible for this business? Who can answer that question? Yes. Now, do I want to be responsible for this business? Do you understand the word responsible? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. That's a good answer. Let's put our hands together for him. The next question you have to ask yourself is, what product or service do I want to produce or sell? What sort of product do I want to produce? What sort of service do I want to render? Okay, who will tell me the kind of product or service when he establishes his or her business he wants to produce or render? Who? Let me see you by hand. Yes, come and tell me the service or product you want to produce when you become an entrepreneur. What do you want to produce?
I want to own my own traveling and tour company.
Good. Travel and tour company, they provide service. So he wants to provide service. That's very good. The next question you want to ask yourself, what is the market for the business and where should I site or locate my business? What is the market? What do I mean by that? The market is that you study where you can sell your business, your produce. Okay? Like Ghana now. What is the market like? How many people are on the market? Where do I want to site my business? Do I want it at Abeka Junction? Do I want it here? Do I want it there? Where will you want to put your business? Can I get an answer from somebody? Where will you want to have your business located? Anybody? Where will you want your business located? Where? Where? Come and tell me where you want to put your business.
In Accra.
Okay, Accra. We'll take it as Accra. Now, we have talked about Now you have to ask yourself, we have talked about the capital. Do I want to work as a full-time in my business or as a part-time? The reason why I'm saying this is that some people, you start gently, you start softly. You may not be in a position to work with. You can be working now, but you can start your business. Okay? And do your business gradually. So when you grow up, you don't need to have all the money before you can start your business. You can start it gently, softly, and become a big star. I remember my colleagues here will tell you, those days when I used to come on television in the 80s, we had only GTV. We had Ghana Broadcasting House or Ghana Broadcasting Corporation. So if you don't watch GTV, you don't watch any television. But look at so many television stations now. They have all been created by entrepreneurs. Now tell me some of the private television stations. Yes, come. UTV is for a private person, and that private person is called an entrepreneur. GH1. Metro TV. Crystal. Adum TV. ETV. Sorry? Orkis TV. Emmanuel TV. Rock TV. KTV. TV Africa. So you see, so a few years back, these companies were not there. But within a short time, individuals have created all these companies. Some of the names that you have been mentioning, I don't even watch them. I don't know them. But you see, there are so many TV stations now. Because people have sat down and created their own businesses. How many of you want to start or establish a television station? How many of you? Now, what will be the name of your television station? Who can tell me the television, the name? Come and tell us. Yes, come.
Hope TV.
Home TV. Okay. Now, when you're thinking along all these lines, there is something we call risk. There is always a risk in business. So the entrepreneur organizes, he manages, and he takes a risk. And when you are taking a risk, always remember to take a prudent or a clever or a calculated risk all the time. You have to ask yourself, what is motivating me to do this business? What is my strategy like? What are the plans? If I talk about strategy, what are the plans? And what vision do I have? Is my vision realistic? You have to have a vision. You have to have where you want to take your business. And you have to make your business, the vision, realistic. Now you have to have a market strategy. Okay? You have to have a market strategy. Now, when you are doing a business as an entrepreneur, you must know also that what are the financial resources, what are your skills, what are the competition on the market. You must ask yourself all these questions. Who am I competing with? Like Metro TV, if you want to, like Home. Who said you wanted to start Home television? Home. Okay. So you have to think of GTV, you have to think of Metro TV, you have to think of all the television stations and think of how you'll be able to compete with them. What are the programs you do that will make you different? The question you have to always ask yourself, why will a consumer choose my product? In this case, you have to ask yourself, why will a consumer switch to my channel? What will make you watch GTV? What will make you watch UTV? So the question you must ask yourself all the time is that, what will make my product different from the others so that consumers will come to me? Now, what did I say?
This you said that what will I do? The consumers will come to my product.
So you must all the time have a strategy to differentiate you from the others, so that people will come to you. You have to ask yourself, why did your mother bring you to, or your parents bring you to Robinson or Kubinson? This place is called Kubinson, isn't it? So there are so many private schools, but why did he or she choose to bring you at Kubinson? So Mr. Kubinson has something over here that your parents think will be beneficial to you. And the school here is so unique. There are certain things. Other your exams are you have very good teachers. You have been well treated. You are well catered for. Your washrooms are very neat and all that, and you pass very well. The most important thing is that what is the rate at which students pass for BES, the BESE and all that. So they will take all these things into consideration before they decide to come to you. Alright? Okay. So the next thing you have to think of as an entrepreneur is how to sell your product or your service. It's all about selling. When we talk about marketing, it's about selling. You must know how to sell your product. If you don't know how to sell your product, you'll be out of business. So you must make sure whether it's service, whether it's tourism, whatever you're doing, you must think of how to sell your product. And finally, how you use the internet. How do you work for the internet? Okay, come and tell me what the internet does. Come and tell me, what do you use the internet for? Come. What do you use the internet for? We use the internet for downloading. Okay. What else do you use the internet for?
Research.
Research. Put your hands together for him. You use the internet for research. Okay? You use the internet for research. What else do you use the internet for? Anybody? Those of you here, what do you use the internet for? What do you use the internet for? Anybody? Sorry? Come. What do you use the internet for?
We use the internet for socialization.
We use the internet for socialization. What else do we use the internet for? Yes?
We use the internet for shopping.
We use the internet for shopping. We use the internet for shopping. Let's put our hands together for him.
We use the internet for browsing.
We use the internet for browsing. Yes?
Use the internet to send and receive information.
We use the internet to search and receive information. Put our hands together for him.
We use the internet
We use the internet to browse. Okay. So as an entrepreneur, you need the internet. Now you use the internet to communicate, for communication, for research, for promotion of your products, for advertising, and for selling your commodities. Now because of the internet, the whole world has become a global village. What did I say? Because of the internet, the whole world is now what? A global village. So when you start a small business, you are the same as the larger companies because of the internet. Okay? So going forward, you need the internet to do your business. Now when you start a business, make sure you have registered your domain, you have put your address there, you have done everything, and that they can reach you on the internet. So if you have a business in this country, everywhere in the whole world, they will know about your business. Because when somebody Googles or goes on the internet, you will know where your business is. So if you want to start a business, you need what? The internet. Is that right? Okay. Now when you have done all this, the small businesses, they create employment, they help the economy to grow. So what should the government do? we are saying government should help small businesses to grow. And I am suggesting that government should make it easier for the young ones like you to be able to establish your businesses. What do you think government can do to make it easier for you to establish your businesses? Who has an idea? Who can tell me what you think the government can do to make it easier for you to establish a business? Who has an idea? Yes, okay. The two of you, come and tell us. Come and tell us what you think should be done for the young ones like you to be able to establish your business.
The government should have a program which educates people about what business.
Oh, that's fantastic. Let's put our hands together for him. The government should establish programs that will educate the young ones to know how to start their own businesses. Yes.
The government getting to know that the children have the knowledge and skills for starting a business. The government will provide them with adequate funds so that they can pick up their business.
Wow, let's put our hands together for him as well. The government should support them in raising funds. And what for? Sometimes the government can guarantee you the loan for you to do your own business. In Vietnam and in other places, when you finish the university, the government gives you the needed input and then assists you to establish your own business. And as you grow and as you are selling your product, then they deduct it gradually. So, what I want you to say, and I want to leave with you now, today, is that I want to ask for me, as a lecturer, we ask a lot of questions. I want to sum up. What I've been trying to tell you today is that I want you to move away from thinking that when you complete school, you are going to write application. Say, I will never write application. Because I want to create my own job. Because I want to be my own boss. Because I want to create wealth. Because I want to employ people. Because I want to be a leader. Because I want to be respected. Okay, so the point I'm trying to make is that we live in a country where everybody who finishes school is looking up to government for a job. And now we have so many of them, and nobody is getting a job. They finish school and they cannot get a job. But I am saying that start thinking now what you want to do. And you can start your business gradually. And then you can fall on your savings. And before you start a business, be creative. Please let's listen. When you want to start your business, you have to be what? Creative. When you want to start your business, you have to be what? Self-confident. When you want to start your business, you have to be determined. When you want to start your business, you have to be flexible. When you want to start your business, you have to be what? Smart. Now you have to study the market, you have to know what to sell, and you have to make sure that you are your own boss. Now we are also saying that we want government to help us to stand on our feet by creating programs for us, to educate us, to support us financially. And I will go ahead to suggest that we have to start teaching you entrepreneurship from the primary school up to the university level, so that you have an idea about who an entrepreneur is, how to create your jobs, and how to establish your own companies, so that we will move away from the situation where we have a country of the Association of Unemployed Graduates to become a country where we have an association of entrepreneurs. We want to have a country where we have an association of what? Entrepreneurs, and not an association of unemployed graduates. Now I want to end here and ask for any further questions if you have any. Yes, any questions before I take my seat? Any questions? Any questions so far? Are you okay? So as I leave you now, how many of you will want to own your own businesses? How many of you will want to be your own bosses? So tell your friend next to you, I want to be my own boss. Because I want to own my own business. Because I want to create wealth. Because I want to be respected in the society. So, thank you very much. And in some few years time, I want to see all of you as big-time businessmen. Thank you, and businesswomen. Thank you very much.
Hello. Hello. Have you learned something? Have you learned something? Would you want to be your own boss? Would you want to be your own boss? Would you want to be the leader, creating jobs, paying people, taking the big decisions, the big gamble? Who will you see the doctor? What are we saying to doctor? Oh, let's say B for doctor to hear. Doctor, we thank you so much. God bless you. But then we have one important thing doctor will do for us before he will take leave of us. This game for 4 years has been thought of, critical thinking, brainstorming, started. Today we will launch the game. And so I'll call on my team members to come around for Doctor to unveil the first Hopscotch game that was discovered to unravel the mystery behind the other 13. So, I will now invite Jeffrey. Please come for the main game from the table. And then, Doctor will do the cutting here, then Jeffrey will unfold the rest. You understand? For us to see exactly how they really look. So,
Yes, come on.
So, as Doctor is about to cut, Doctor strikes their view. Yes, he cuts it in the name of God the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Let's start. Give it a clap. Give it a clap. So, we want to see what is inside that. You understand? Want to see what is inside that. So, Jeffrey is going to unfold it for us to see exactly how the main game looks like. Wow, that is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow, go for it. This was the very first game. She's going to unravel another one. She will unfold a second. Okay, Jeffrey is still unfolding a second. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll do the last 8 and 9, and then we have another one. This is on animals. This is on animals. Wow. So the first one is on life development model. This is the life development model. This is on animals. He's going to unfold the third one. Please bring it closer here. Bring it closer here. In the local dialect, it is called Tunimatu. 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 So, as you can see, we have 14 of these different kinds, but then it teaches all of us. would know the animals, their place of habitat, their characteristics, and all their traits. You come to the alphabet. Here, it helps you to understand everything about the English language we talk about. Right from the alphabets, their sounds, what they represent, how to form words with them, how to make sentences with them, and so on and so forth. That is so beautiful again, and that is what you see. We have 14 of these, and that is Structured Company Limited. And you're so glad to be part of this big family. So that is it. That is it. Do you want to play on the board? Would you want to play on the board? Do you know what it takes to play on the board? You need to be your own boss. You need to be a good and a wise person. And you need to be the life-changing person. So, Doctor is going to do the first, and then we'll open the game for us all to begin. So Doctor is going to do that. Doctor is going to try. Doctor is going to give a try. So Doctor is going to try. Yes. 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 That is it. That is it. And Doctor does it. Wow! Let's clap for Doctor. Wow! Wow! That is 2-2. 2-2. I'm giving Doctor a consideration. His seat is on the line, but I'm giving him consideration because he's a doctor. Yeah, let's give him a hand. Yeah. So that is how the game is played. But then there are rules to the board. And so children, at this juncture, DJ, give us something hot. And we'll take a break and come back to the board. We have water for you, and then we have Milo for you. And so we'll just take a little break. After which